Counting double-digit thousands stacks.
Yo, what's going on, guys? Your boy Russ back again with some more MLB 18, the show Diamond Dynasty. Today I have two new pickups, and they're one silver and one bronze. They're both really cheap placeholders. I ended up getting them from the programs. They're just like, they're programs that you use to get better and better players. You put them into higher programs, you get like diamonds and shit like that. So I ended up doing these two cheap ones, and I got a first baseman and a third baseman that can hopefully hit until I end up getting some upgrades. So Neil Walker and Sean Rodriguez, they both have their perks, and we'll of course see how they do. So the bottom of the first inning, I usually just show the highlight innings. That's how I've been doing it. And Neil Walker ends up getting himself a single in his first at bat on my team, so I'm very excited about that. Neil Walker is a switch hitter. He has very good contact against right and left-handers, so hopefully he can do pretty good, of course, until he is off the team, because I mean, he's probably not going to stay on the team that long. I have a problem with bad fielding, and he has very bad fielding, and he's playing third base for me, so that's probably going to bother me until I can replace him. At first base, I really don't care about my fielding. I mean, it seems like people at first base with good fielding boot the ball, and then people with terrible fielding end up making insane plays, and they also boot the ball. So at this point, I really don't care about first base and defense. So in the bottom of the first, of course, we get a Neil Walker single and a Dustin Pedroia single, and then after that, we end up shitting out or crapping out, whatever the hell you want to say, and we get 3 straight outs, so we end up doing nothing with the 2 hits we start out with. So we end up going to the bottom of the 6th inning, and we start out with a Dustin Pedroia single again. So he singles in the first, and then he singles again in the third, or not in the third, in the 6th. And then Ender Inciarte, a guy that has hit so well for me, ends up getting himself another single. His second hit, or actually his first hit on this game, my bad. Kind of confused him with Neil Walker for some reason. But Ender Inciarte, he has hit 360 plus for me ever since I've had him. The dude has been an absolute monster. Right here, Sean Rodriguez gets himself a sac fly and sends Dustin Pedroia to third base. So of course we'll take that. Gets him 1 base closer, and luckily Andrelton Simmons ends up getting himself an infield single and pretty much saves our asses right there, because we did have 2 outs. So if he would have thrown that out, we would have got, or if he would have thrown Andrelton Simmons out, we would have got no runs, and it would have been a very upsetting inning. But we end up following the Andrelton Simmons infield single up with a Tucker Barnhart rip up the middle, and we end up getting ourselves a 2-0 lead here in the 6th inning, and Kevin Kiermaier does end up ending the inning with a little pop up to third base. The problem with Kevin Kiermaier, man, the dude cannot hit. I have a ton of problems with him, batting him at the bottom of the lineup. He has not played well for me at all, and I've been trying to like switch him in the order, bat him at the top. I can't actually remember if he is at the top or the bottom in this video, but wherever he is, the motherfucker cannot hit. I don't know what his problem is. Anyway, moving on. Hanley Ramirez ends up getting himself a solo home run, 416 feet in the 7th inning, and McCutchen ends up ending the inning. So Hanley Ramirez ended up getting himself a home run, and the guy ends up making it 2-1. So now we have a lead to protect. Obviously, we're protecting a lead already up 2-0, but now it's only a 1-run lead. So 1 home run, 1 fluke home run can tie this game. So I'm very upset and very scared. So I need to get myself at least 1 insurance run. And the following inning, or not the following, the bottom of the 7th, so I guess the next half inning, Danny Santana ended up pinch hitting for Bob Gibson. Bob Gibson had himself a hell of a game other than that home run. And after that, Neil Walker ended up grounding out to Santana, and then, or no, what the hell am I saying? Neil Walker ended up grounding out to second base to advance Santana. I fucked up that sentence. And then Pedroia ended up getting himself a sac fly, and Inciarte an RBI double. And the final out is Adrian Gonzalez. Hopefully you guys caught all that, but we end up going up 3-1, and that's really all you need to know. So after that, we end up going to the top of the 9th inning. I bring in my closer, Edwin Diaz, aka Sugar. Dude has been a beast so far in the season for the Mariners, and sure enough, he ends up being a beast right here for me. He ends up closing the door like an absolute beast, man. He's got a killer slider and 2 fastballs that he can locate like a beast in this game, and he strikes out 2 batters and gets himself the save, and we end up winning 3-1. So this guy, all he got was a home run from Hanley Ramirez. Of course, I will give that up because home runs, they're going to happen every once in a while. But Edwin Diaz closed the door. Bob Gibson had himself a hell of a game. He's the player of the game. And Neil Walker had himself a single in his debut. And other than that, Inciarte played great. Pedroia had himself a couple hits. And that's pretty much going to do it, guys. So anyway, I did hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to look out for the next one. And as always, Dangerous Army, I'm out.
Feel me like a Hellcat.